Hi friends, it's Julia. Thanks for stopping by my channel today for Christmas in July Day 31. This is it. We've made it through the end of July. Holy smokes, what a roller coaster ride this month has been. I can't believe that I am finally at the end of this Christmas in July series. And I didn't even make it through all of my kits. This is kit number 5 that I'm working on today. I've just unpacked it. I have some embellishments out, and you can see I'm pulling out the pattern paper that I have in that little paper pack that I have that's Craft and Gold. And so a lot of it has stars, but there's quite a few pieces that don't have anything, that are full sheets. And so I'm just going through and deciding what I'm going to do with all of this stuff. As I'm trimming down papers and things, I'm thinking, what am I going to make out of this paper pack? What kind of cards am I going to make out of this paper pack? And so I gather up my sketches, like I always do, and I start looking around and I look to see what I have in my kit. And I have these tags, and so that one has a bit of edging on it left over from the stack that I pulled them from. And so I do what I've been doing all along. I start with the tags that I've added in, and I'm just layering some stuff up to see what I can create. Looking through my little bowl of randomness there to see what I have that I can create that will make great card fronts. And so I'm going along. I've pulled out a couple of those glittered Christmas trees that I have that I punched out a little bit ago on one of my previous days. Pulled out those leftover tags from an old Target Dollar Spot tag collection, or either a Recollections collection. I really think it was from Target Dollar Spot, but don't hold me to that. So I'm looking through. I have those little stickers of the nutcrackers there, and then I also have Christmas tree die cuts that I've pulled in, and that Christmas tree there that has the stripes on it that I just put down on the upper right corner, that is one that I made several years ago. I had taken all of my Christmas washi tape and put it down on scrap paper and then cut it out in Christmas tree shapes, and then added some pearl bling and called it good. And so that's the last one that I have. I had originally created, I don't know, like 15 or 16 of them, and I had gotten down to just having that one left. And so I'm finally glad that I'm getting that one used up. And I'm still layering up die cuts and different embellishments, etc. On there. Just trying to figure out what I want to have as far as making these tags. And I do that a lot. Every year when I get to the end of whatever paper pack I've chosen to make Christmas cards out of, or whatever Christmas papers, whatever scraps that I have left over, I punch shapes out of, whether it be scalloped edge rectangles there, or doily cut images, or scallop circles, or scallop rectangles. Whatever. I just chop up whatever leftover papers I have to create shapes or something that I can utilize in this stash, because I have come to realize that I use the same colors over and over again in my scrapbooking, especially for Christmas stuff. It's red, gold, and green. Those are my primary colors. I have brown, I have craft that I add in. Typically, if I have blue, in a Christmas collection, I end up utilizing that for cards, because I have a couple of Christmas layouts in my Christmas albums that have blue on them. They don't make me happy. And so, yeah, I've just come to the realization that I prefer to have red, gold, and green as the basis of my Christmas layouts or Christmas cards or Christmas anything. And so when I have leftover papers, I, cut those up or put them back into my scrap bin for Christmas papers and use them year after year after year. until I mostly get them used up or I get tired of looking at them. Here you can see I'm going around and I'm inking the edges of that craft paper only because it doesn't have a white interior, but the paper trimmer that I have, the blade's brand new, but still when you cut along it and it has that foiling to it, it almost looks like there's a rough edge on it. And so I just went around and inked that, and I'm going through and I'm inking all the different embellishment pieces before I add them to the card. It's just something that I want to do, so I do it. No biggie there. And you can see I'm layering everything up before I glue everything down. And I really, of all the Christmas cards that I created, I think these are probably my favorite, only because they have that sweet Christmas feel to them, as far as not necessarily country, but more of a traditional feel because they have so much red, gold, and green on them. Here I'm just taking some of that binding ribbon that I have that's red in color. That was just some scrap pieces that a friend of mine gave me, and so I'm just using them there. And I pulled in some scrap ribbon that I had added to the kit, and I'm tacking those edges down with just some glue dots. And voila, there's my first card front. And I pulled in these die cut shapes, not die cut shapes, these rub-on shapes to use, and I didn't end up using them. And here I have the 5 by 6.5 card bases that I'm using. And you can see I just layered up a bunch of different border strips to go on the inside of those as I'm folding them there. And now you can see I skipped a bunch ahead. I put the cards together, inked all the edges, did all the stuff, and now I am adding them to the card fronts, or to the card bases. And I'm adding that little piece of the glitter. It's glittered circles. They were like a washi tape before there was washi tape, and so I have some of that left from Recollections from Michael's brand. And so I just cut them down into 3 little circles and put them on each card base or card front. Excuse me. And so you can see there over to the left, I have die cut out sentiments. It says greetings there, and I think I put down Christmas greetings. And because the fronts are so busy on these cards, I have decided I'm going to put those die cut images. I die cut them out and then ran them through my Xyron X sticker maker. And so I'm going to put those on the inside, and I'll show you here in just a minute. This paper kit, I still have quite a few paper scraps to utilize up, and I'll make another mini kit with this one next year. And that's okay. I'm good with that because I really, really enjoy using these colors. And you can see here, I'm just using one of those little tools. I think it's for quilling maybe. I don't remember. Or for dry embossing. Anyway, it's got a little rounded edge, and if you go around each of the words, when you use this Xyron, when you pull the sticker up, you don't have tons of goopy glue in between the letters. It's just something that it takes a few minutes to do, but it is so worth it in the end, I have found. It's just a little annoying. I wish I would have cut this part out, but for some reason I didn't. And so here we are. I'll get to the part here in just a minute where I'm starting to add these into the inside of the cards. And you can see I have lots of embellishments left up in the top portion of that little container. But I use quite a few embellishments. I used wood veneer on these cards, die cut images, stuff from my generic stash as far as previous die cut pieces. And I used the pattern paper that was in the mini kit, the Craft and Gold on every card, nearly, I think, as a full sheet as the background. And then I had all the border strips that I had added into this this collection. I went through and I layered them up and used them on the inside of each card, and they really turned out super cute. I really like how they turned out. And there I go. I cut everything out, or pull everything apart, and I'll start peeling those up and putting them on the inside. And you can see all the bits and pieces of scraps and washi tape, and then the border strips on the inside of those cards. I just love that, how that looks all cut out like that, the die cut. Love, love, love that. The other thing that you can do is, once you get all of these laid down and smashed down good where you want them, you can go over, take your powder tool or just some talcum powder on your finger and go over the top of those. If there's any goopy glue that comes up, you know, in between the letters, that should make it less tacky by adding the powder to it. Anyway, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. And if you are inspired, I would love to hear about it as far as your card making plans go. I hope this inspired you to get into your stash and create some stuff, whether it be cards, scrapbook layouts, whatever. And I would love to hear, if this inspired you, what it inspired you to do. So please feel free to leave comments. Anyway, that's about it for today and this card series. I'll have another card series, or I'll have another video tomorrow that shows me wrapping up this page kit, as well as, or this card kit, as well as another video that wraps up the entire video series that shows all of the different cards that I made. And there's the envelopes with just a little bit of washi tape, and I'm calling those done. Anyway, thanks guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.